everybody. It's Cassie Olberg in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania. We are going to do a very simple YouTube today. I am going to be teaching you just some basics of the circle cutter because I've gotten lots of questions on that. I wanted to go with something pretty basic today because tomorrow my youngest child flies to Kosovo for her first assignment in the Foreign Service. And so as you can probably guess, I'm a little bit of a mom hot mess. So I thought I'd keep it simple, and I didn't even do ahead of time like a page layout like I normally do. So we're just going to play with the circle cutter, and I'm going to show you some features that you would really like because I feel like it's a tool that not as many people use. So let's just head on over to my desktop, and let's see. And like I said, I did not make up a sample ahead of time because I am busy shopping and packing for that darling girl. Okay, so here we go. You might be asking, what's the difference between these circles and the jumbo circle that makes the bigger one and these? So this one, you are limited in the sizes that you can make based on going 1/8 of an inch above and smaller in here and on the inside of each one of these. So those are just the sizes you can do, and that's it, you're done. So if you want to do concentric circles and you want them to be able to get bigger and smaller, and like let's say you finish your circle here and you want to go to the next size, it's not going to work as easily. So this wonderful, magnificent tool is good for that, and I'm going to show you how it works because there have just been so many questions about it. And this is just the basics, guys. So it can go from 3 to 12 inches. That is as small as it can get. So if you want to do a really small circle, you're going to have to go back to the circle or our beautiful circle punch, which does 1.75 inches. But if you want to do concentric circles, this thing is great. So I'm going to show you how it works, and it will make it magical for you. This helps it stay attached to the paper. When you press down here, this holds it here. So this is what it is spinning around on. And that is a good thing to know because sometimes people think that it's spinning out here. It's spinning on here. And this is where your blade, right here, this is where your blade comes out. And when you push this in and push, the blade pops out. You can change that blade by simply pushing this little button down and opening the cartridge. And then this little blade is replaceable. So when it gets dull, then you don't have to worry about that. So those are the how it works. So let's just pretend like we want a, let's go with a 6-inch circle. Now let's go bigger because we got to go down in size. So we're going to start with a 9-inch circle. And it's important that you start big and go small because it needs to be on the paper and it needs to be holding the paper that it's cutting. So let's just go ahead and center this so everybody can see. So I'm starting with a 9-inch circle, and a good thing to know is, like, let's say you want to get close to where the edge of the paper is. So if you just follow where this is, see how it's going off, then there's a good chance it's going to go off. You have a little bit of extra wiggle room, but I like to just make sure that this is on the paper all the way around, and then I don't have to worry that I'm going to go off the paper. And then the important thing when you're making concentric circles is that you always, 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 always hold this down. You can switch hands as much as you want. You can do a little tap dance while you switch hands, but whatever you do, you can't let go of this little button because it's holding it there. So that's going to come in a second. So, oh, I forgot to put the cloth underneath here. And guess what, guys? I'm not going to waste the time to go find it because I got to get back to packing that girl for Kosovo. So it's going to wiggle a little bit. And this is what you do. But you want to put kitchen cloth under there. That's what I normally have. Or if I'm really careful, and I meant to do this, but my brain's not completely with me. So I am doing a magic act on camera. So look at this. I'm not moving my circle, and I'm going to put it down on top of my magical silicone mat. And hopefully I did not move it. I don't think I did. I might have. If I did, I'll start over. Don't worry. Okay. We'll know it in just 1 second. So now, whenever I want to go down, let's say I want to go down 0.2 inches, I'm going to unscrew. Oh boy, I screwed that on pretty tight. Whoever used this last. Okay, so you unscrew it, and then you slide this. You can't let go. Whatever you do, you can't let go. And then you're going to tighten it. And now I can just go around. Whoop, I did move it. I did move it, guys. Not a big deal. I'm going to keep going because I'm a trooper. Okay, I'm just going to move it down to 8 inches, and we'll start from there. Okay, so let's see if that's going to be small enough to get back in the game. I feel like it will. So I'm going to commit. So I'm going to go around and see how much easier that was now that I put the silicone mat under there. So now I have this beautiful 8-inch circle. And now I'm not moving my hand, and I'm going to unscrew it. And then I'm going to move it. So I'm just going to move it. I'm going to go with 1 white line. So that's 0.2 inches. And then I'm going to tighten it back up, okay? And I tighten it pretty much because I don't want it to slip because I'm on camera. But I only did 0.2 inches, and look how tiny this is. You can get it so tiny. So look at that. We have this little tiny concentric circle. So now let's say I want to do something a little bit bigger. So I'm going to unscrew it, and I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 of them all the way down here. And I'm going to tighten it back up. And now, so you can get all these different sizes, and you can slide it as big or small as you want. So I'm going to open it up again, and I'm going to go the same amount. 1, 2, 3. And as long as I don't move this hand, I'm going to make perfect concentric circles. And they're going to end up the same size every time, provided that I move it the same amount. Or I can do different sizes if I want them to be different sizes. I'm going to come down 1, 2, 3 again. So I have 6/10 of an inch, and I can make them all this pretty perfect size. I only made that first one because I want you guys to see how small it can get if you want it to. I don't know what I would use that for, but I'm sure somebody out there could come up with a really pretty design. 1, 2, 3 with a tiny one. Okay, so have I shown you enough now? So the important part is not moving that hand. So now let's look at what we have. So see, we did the little tiny one on the outside, little tiny whiny. And that's super fun. But then I did the concentric circles this way. Now, let's look at it on a page, because you know I like to put them on Fast to Fab pages. And I want to show you what my favorite thing is to do when I put them on a page. So you could take these, and if you wanted to, you could just put them like this and tape them all together and move them over. And you could put a picture in there, and that would be super cute. But my thing that I like to do is I take my trimmer, and you guys probably all already know this, but if you take a circle and you put it up against the top and just center it in there, just like that. So I'm just putting it up against there, and then you cut, you're going to cut it perfectly in half. And so that's super fun because now watch. I can take this and I can put it like this on the side of my page. And if I wanted to, I could put the opposite one. I should have pulled out 2 pages the same color. I did not, but that's okay. You can put it on the opposite page over here. Or even more fun, you could take them and you could put them together like this on the page. You can also take those same circles that we just made, and you can cut the next one in half, just like we did with the first one. And now you can take and flip it just like this. So you can do lots of super fun things with your concentric circles, but that's how you use it. I am going to do another video in the next couple of weeks where we do a whole spread layout using this. But I had a couple of people asking me about this in the last few days, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a quick YouTube video because then it's going to stay on here and I'll be able to easily find it, and it shows the basics. So we're going to take it past the basics, but this will get you started. So play around with it, see what you can do. Now you know how to move it and make concentric circles. You know how to cut circles with it, and you know how to line it up in the center and get that perfect cut in half. So I hope that was helpful, and we will play around with it more when I have my brain fully about me. Wish me luck getting my baby girl sent off to Kosovo. She is super excited, and as you probably guessed, I'm a nervous wreck. So thanks so much for joining me, and it was nice to check in. Have a great day.